My name is Jane Ibur, and I sort of live my life with poetry. I'm either teaching it or writing it. I've been writing a poem a day every day for 3,454 days, um, which I think is either 10 years or close to 10 years.
What inspired you to go into poetry?
Um, I was reading stuff you would not read now. Coleridge and Wordsworth, and I was having a not great childhood, and I found comfort in the poems, and I just started writing. Writing has saved my life.
What inspired you to inspire the youth into writing poems or getting into poetry?
Because it saved my life. It was a secret I couldn't keep to myself. I felt like I had to share it. And I didn't feel it would diminish my writing if I gave it away. In a sense, the more I gave it away, the more I got back.
Brian also asked before this, what was the hardest part about writing your books?
Okay, so I have two books, and the first one is a memoir in poems. Okay, I was raised with privilege. There were African American women that worked for my family, and one of them, Mary, saved my life. And I promised her when I was a child that when she needed me, I would take care of her. So I got disowned by my family, so I had no connection. I had nothing. And I started taking care of Mary when I was 24, and I took care of her for 11 years.
What would you say to someone who's trying to start or write their own book?
Just do it.
He's a little further in the room. He was asking why you chose poetry, and if there was other ways that you had to express yourself.
I have no idea. I was good at it, and I've gotten better because I keep doing it. I mean, I did start out with short stories. I did have a teacher at WashU who ruined that for me. So never give one teacher so much power that they can take away your joy.
Are there any other writers or poets that you look up to?
Yes, many, many, many. Langston Hughes. So Langston Hughes' poem, Hold Fast to Dreams. I used to make all my elementary kids read that back with me, back and forth with me, because it was a short poem. And we started every class that way, just as, uh, as a formal beginning. Maya Angelou, uh, Carol Ann Duffy, who was the first woman to become Poet Laureate of Great Britain. Um, so many names are escaping me at the moment. But last night read a poem by Elizabeth Bishop called One Art. It's a villanelle. That's a particular kind of poem that I also write and love. So having some writers from the New York Times take that poem apart was so interesting to me.
Our course focuses on self-expression through storytelling. So my question is, how is poetry a unique form of storytelling?
Absolutely. So one kind of poem is called a narrative. There's also a poem style called prose poetry that are written in paragraphs. I have no idea why they're called poems. They really don't look at it, but maybe their language is more poetic. My book, it tells a story. That first book tells a whole story. It's one idea through the whole book. So it is a storytelling of a sort.
Would it be possible for you to share one of your poems with us?
Sure, sure. I would. Can I just get up for 1 second? I'll be right back.
And also the Langston Hughes poem that you showed classes.
Okay. This is the poem I told you I worked 30 years on. And this is the sestina, which you'll hear 6 words repeated. Okay. I think this tells a story. It's called Lady Dainty. It pressed on me, time running out, time for one last chance, one more conversation with my mother. And of course, I felt it most in my gut, flaring up again since last Tuesday. And I feel like a kid again, that child who failed, who never became Lady Dainty. Read my cracked lips. I couldn't do it. Not read, of course. I read to spend my time in a happier place where I was a pleasant child, one who turned out right and pleased mother. Weekends were hardest. I was such a tomboy, but by Tuesday I was calmer, pulled into the crowd, invisible gut cramping and screaming unseen. Shut up, gut, I say with Librax and Paregoric. I read to escape, go deep underground, past Tuesday, holding my breath till the return of summertime when the living was never easy. I tagged after mother to Lady Dainty to get her hair done. A child, I ran errands, brought cokes from Ellen Lee, a child in waiting. I was skinny, drank soda which rotted my tender gut. All I wanted to do was please my mother, but I was not that kid. I continued to read, looking for myself in pages in a book. Time is not enough to heal the thousand Tuesdays. I climbed trees knowing I was no Sunday or Monday, maybe Tuesday, more likely Thursday, red and green, fairy child. It took years for that to sink in. So much time and all the Fridays and Saturdays straight to my gut, the place where I'm holding it in, so I read. How do I build the person house with no foundation for mother? How do I learn to be my own mother? Every day fine, no slump or slouch on Tuesday, no statistic that ends up in a book I read. Behind my eyes, I will always be a child, but I need to learn to mother my gut and be fine fall, winter, spring, or summertime. Chiseled in time, the mother child enigma haunts me most on Tuesdays here in my gut. Read me right, please, next time. The Langston Hughes poem, I think I can tell you from memory. Hold fast to dreams. Somebody writing, hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field frozen with snow. So, what's the most important part of that poem? Hold fast to dreams. If the book is the dream, go for it. Live your dreams. I have had the great fortune to live mine.